one of the key factors to launching a business that has a recipe to be $1 billion company is that the product must sell itself. And that's exactly what distinguishes Jeunesse from its competition. But you might ask, what is permanent? How do we get 52% permanent decrease in fine lines, wrinkles, sunspots, scarring, acne from the skin? And that is the world-renowned Luminesh range, which is based on human stem cell technology. If you don't know what stem cell technology is, I'll show you a quick video just to show you the power of stem cells.
When doctors perform cancer surgery, they often remove so much tissue that it leaves serious indentations. And when the surgery is done on the face, it can alter a person's appearance.
Health specialist Denise DeDoor joins us now to explain how one doctor has developed a procedure to restore what was taken by the cancer.
I haven't seen anything like this, so take a look at this. The science of stem cells can help doctors restore weak hearts and help heal joints. Now a local doctor is using adult stem cells to reconstruct tissue, nerves, and bone destroyed by cancer and the cancer treatment. It gave hope to one man who was told repeatedly nothing could be done to restore his face. Take a good look at Herschel McCallian's face. You'd never know he used to have a gaping hole on the right side.
I was very sad. I was very angry that the doctors previously, they did the surgery, even though it was the right things to do.
He had a salivary gland cancer that required the removal of part of his jaw.
I had a tremendous amount of pain in my jaw area because of the nerves. They were basically exposed. I looked for a reconstruction surgeon. Most doctors, they did not want to touch me.
That is until he met cosmetic surgeon Dr. Nathan Newman. He pioneered a new treatment called the stem cell lift. He removes fat from the patient and harvests one of the body's most precious resource, adult stem cells. He then doubles and triples the concentration of stem cells before injecting.
The stem cells is what brings in the new blood vessels, rebuilds the structures, maintains the volume by replacing the fat cells that die off.
Not only can the fat and stem cells be used for cosmetic reasons, Dr. Newman says the stem cells are so smart they can also break up scarring caused by the cancer treatment and rebuild and reconstruct surrounding tissues.
We take these fat cells that are enriched with stem cells and put them next to bone. I can actually grow bone and make that bone stronger and bigger.
Dr. Newman says there's no risk of rejection because you're using your own fat and stem cells. It took about 2 years and about 24 injections. Herschel says nobody can even tell he ever had a dent in his jaw, and the nerves and tissues appear to have healed.
He has given me my face back. He has given me my confidence back. He has given me my hope back.
So that is the power of stem cell technology. It's the future of medicine, and there's no cosmetic product that I know on the market that has, an 85% active ingredients complex of growth factors in their serum, which is their flagship product. So this is a product that's literally over the course of 30 to 90 days going to transform your skin. It's going to improve the smoothness, the firmness, the skin's luminosity, the texture. As I said, this is dermatologist developed, specifically formulated by a world-renowned cosmetic surgeon, Dr. Nathan Newman. I'm going to show you some photos just to show you the power of this. So this is before and after photos of people that have been using the Luminesh products. This is not Photoshop. This is 100% raw photos. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, whether you're African, Asian, Chinese, it doesn't matter. It will help to reduce and diminish all blemishes on the face, help to improve the skin's health, look, feel, texture. Acne, it helps with. Cystic acne even helps with. That was after 9 days on a distributor in my team's hand, on the back of one of your hands. Just put the serum on because the skin is very thin. In just 9 days, you can have a result like that. That was probably the most groundbreaking photo globally. That's a distributor used to be with Mary Kay for over 20 years, and she moved to Jeunesse. I mean, you're not going to move to another company after 20 years of being loyal to them unless they have something incredible. And this is why she moved. She was blown away by this product.
Aging. This is a topic that literally affects everyone. But what if there was a revolutionary solution? The answer? Stem cells.
Stem cells are basically our fountain of youth. This is what maintains our body's reparative regenerative abilities. As we age, every cell breaks down and needs to be replaced, and what replaces it is the stem cells.
By using stem cells, a company has developed a special growth factor complex that heals our cells and slows down the appearance of the aging process. The process begins with the search for the best stem cells in the human body. The stem cells are found within the body's fat layer. By using a sterile and specialized syringe, doctors extract a mixture of fatty tissue and a group of healthy stem cells. Laboratory technicians then separate the stem and fat cells by using a centrifuge system. From here, the stem cells are placed in a petri dish and given food they need to grow. As the cells grow, they multiply quickly, filling in any gaps or holes. This is very similar to how the body heals wounds. During this phase, the stem cells release a chemical signal, or what is called a growth factor. Growth factors are the cell's language. This is how thousands of cells communicate, enabling each other to do one vital function: repair and regenerate tissue in the body. Growth factors are the critical ingredient used in a revolutionary youth-enhancing system developed by a global leader in this technology. The company is Genes. The state-of-the-art product is Luminesce.
Stem cell technology is very important to medicine and to the cosmetic industry because it's allowing us to deliver to the body exactly the same growth factors, the same signals that it needs to repair and regenerate the tissues.
When Luminesce is applied to your skin, it's like the same process that the stem cells go through in the petri dish. Growth factors in the Luminesce products talk to your body's cells. The result? A healthier, much younger, better-looking you.
Wow, this is amazing. And now I want to share with you some studies because, people always ask, okay, how about clinical trials? How about studies? How about facts? And here's a study that was independently done by STT Research. And look at those numbers. 100% of all people said they would recommend the products to family and friends. And 87% of all people felt that their skin looked younger. 87% of people felt that their improvement in skin smoothness and luminosity. And 74% of all people felt an improvement in skin firmness. Now, who doesn't want those results, right? Everybody wants those results. But if that isn't enough, let me prove to you what actually happened. In today's world, there's a technology where you can actually scan a person's face and then literally look into how much did the wrinkles change and all that. And that person, within 56 days, 65% of deep lines decreased. In this man's face, 52% decrease of fine lines after 56 days. And here we have again another 52% decrease in deep lines. So across the board, we can say that within 6 to 7 weeks, we have a decrease of between 50 and 70% in decrease of fine and deep lines. But that's not everything. Also, when we talk about problematic skin like acne or like rosacea or other things, it is always completely changing the way our skin looks. It's getting completely transformed.
So what is their number one selling product globally? Well, it's actually a product called Reserve. They started out with 10,000 of these being sold a month, and now they are selling an incredible amount. And this is a product which literally works on helping to protect you on a cellular level. It's got an ingredient in it called resveratrol. Resveratrol is found in the skin of the grape. That's where they're saying a glass of red wine a day is good for you, but good luck, you'd need about 180 to equal the content of one sachet of Reserve. So, this is an incredibly high concentration of antioxidants. Antioxidants are crucial to help you protect yourself from disease, inflammation. It helps with joint pain. It helps with sleep, helps with your immune system, literally everything, because you are treating the cause, not the symptom. And that's the problem I have with doctors. They're too busy trained to treat symptoms, just give you medicine instead of actually figuring out what is the cause, what is the root cause of your illness. And this is where you are looking at a miracle product. The results people have got from using this product are unbelievable. Just go online, go on YouTube, type Reserve testimonials. Genes can't claim anything, but there have been people that have transformed their health with chronic diseases because of this product. And it gives you an incredible amount of energy. It's very easy to take. You can mix it with water, or you can just drink it straight out. They have the highest recorded almost ECAP test for a product with resveratrol, which means how effectively that resveratrol actually penetrates the cell membrane. And a lot of companies or products can claim to have resveratrol in, but that doesn't mean anything. It's about how effectively that resveratrol actually works on a cellular level. Again, this is not full of any artificial flavors. There's no added sugars. It's full of flavor. It tastes fantastic, and it's very, very powerful antioxidant. This is the #1 selling product globally right now.
Hi there. Hi there, good evening. This is Adrian Stephen coming all the way from Parkhurst in Johannesburg, South Africa. As you can see here, we've got lovely sunny weather. I've just been for a swim in the pool. Very different to what you guys are experiencing there in Canada. Don't think I could ever live in Canada. I just wouldn't get used to the cold. But anyway, Vanessa's just asked me to give you a personal testimony about Reserve. Now, this is a product that I'm absolutely very, very passionate about. I've seen a great difference in my personal health. The first thing when I started to take Reserve, I knew my reputation was on the line. And I went to get my antioxidant level checked, because one of the claims that Reserve makes is that it increases your antioxidant levels. So I went to a friend of mine who was in another networking company that uses a piece of equipment called a biophotonic scanner. And what this scanner does is it checks your skin carotenoid score, and that's an indication of what your antioxidant levels are like. And 1 month before I started taking Reserve, I had my antioxidant level checked. And then a month later, I had my antioxidant level checked. And I was absolutely blown away, because I went from the bottom of the graph right to the top, or from the yellow, where you're really unhealthy, to the color blue. So that's the first thing that Reserve did for me. Also, as you know, I'm 47 years old, and I love running. I love doing my park run on a Saturday. I also like jogging a bit on my off time, and also doing a little bit of cycling, a little bit of hiking. And what I noticed, I don't know, when you get older, you start getting a lot stiffer and a lot sore, and your bones creak, and you can hardly get out of bed. I don't want to know what it's like when I'm going to be 60, but thank goodness for Reserve, because after, I'd say, about 3 weeks, I noticed all my pains and all my stiffness and all my sore joints had disappeared. I'm just feeling a lot more alive, than what I'd normally feel. What I've also found, another thing that Reserve has done for me, and this is the topic that Vanessa's actually asked me to talk about. Sorry, I just had to speak about the others first, is cholesterol. Now, our family, we've always had high cholesterol. Though we're thin, you can see I'm fairly thin and lean and mean. Our family, we've always suffered from high cholesterol, and I think it comes from my dad's side. And I've got to go for medical insurance every year, and we're on an insurance system where the lower your cholesterol is, the more points you get. Basically what that equates to, the more points you get, the more discounts you get. You can get cheap flights, hotel stays, anyway. So I've always been heavily penalized by our life insurance company for having a high cholesterol. I think I was about 7.8 the last time I checked. And every year I've got to go for this dreaded blimmin' cholesterol test. And after taking Reserve for 6 months, I went eagerly to go get my cholesterol test, having read about what resveratrol does for your cholesterol. And I flippin' danced out of that nurse's office. I had a cholesterol reading of 5.6, which was within the acceptable limits of our health company called Discovery Health. So I was amazed, and I was speaking to the nurse. I left a packet of Reserve there. So I can really, really speak about what an awesome product Reserve is, and I believe everybody in the whole world should be on Reserve. The fact that they make 50 million of these sachets every single month just bears testament to what an awesome, awesome product Reserve is. And it tastes good. It does so many other things. Another personal testimony is my dad. He's 75. He started to get really bad arthritis, and I mean, he loves playing golf. And since being in the product after a month, he's got and he can't grip his golf club, by the way. Since being on the product for just a month, he's got 80% more use of his hand, and his joints aren't that sore, because what the Reserve does, the resveratrol in the Reserve actually reduces the inflammation in your joints. So that's another reason why everybody should be on the product, young or old. It's just an awesome product. And, you know, it's endorsed by the best company in the world as far as I'm concerned, and that's Jeunesse. Thanks, guys.
This is probably the most scientifically revolutionary product. This is a product that will lengthen your telomeres and literally reverse your biological age. Just check out the following video.
Nobel Prize-winning research uncovers a fundamental cause of aging. The answer cannot be seen by the human eye and is something called a telomere. Telomeres are made of repetitive DNA sequences that become the protective caps or ends of our chromosomes. Their duty is to protect our DNA. When we are born, our telomeres are long, but as time goes on, they begin to shorten. So short, in fact, that our telomeres fray, similar to the end of a shoelace, and our journey called cellular aging begins. When telomeres become too short, our cells can no longer carry out their critical functions. Cells start to self-destruct and eventually die. Scientists call this apoptosis. Cells dying is one thing, but when cells simply stop functioning, they can spew out dangerous free radicals and inflammatory molecules that essentially damage the nearby cells. So, how do we battle this process we call cellular aging? A nutrient has been shown to naturally enhance the enzyme needed to lengthen short telomeres, thereby adding healthy life to our cells. Thousands of studies show the connection between short telomeres and the natural process of cellular aging. What's more fascinating is that this is the only substance known that can perform this in the history of all mankind. Prepare for the future. Cellular aging ends here. Affinity, youth enhancement technology exclusive to Jeunesse.
I mentioned we are already the #1 fastest growing company in this industry. We hit $1 billion in 15. There you go, some stats for you. So Apple, Facebook, Amazon, these are the biggest companies in history. Took 6 years, and Jeunesse did it in 6 years. You know, this past 2016, we just did 1.4 billion in annual sales globally. I mean, that's incredible. So you can see the growth is tremendous. In the first 6 years, over 100% growth a year and over 40% growth almost, you know, last year. So this company is in momentum, and that's when you want to get involved in the business, is when it's in momentum, on the up, because all your efforts will be multiplied with the momentum of the company. So for 50 years, the baby boomers have driven market trends. I'm sure you would agree that, you know, every couple decades or so, every few decades, there's a different industry which absolutely explodes. I'm sure you all agree as well that health and wellness is trending. Everywhere you look, organic food, look younger, you know, laser this, whatever the case may be, we're becoming a much more health conscious society. The world is very, very, very much into health and wellness right now. They are the fastest growing segment of the business industry right now. But more interestingly so is the fact that 1 billion baby boomers were born between 1946 and 1964, and they make up 1/3 of the entire world's population. So we are living in an aging population, right? And what that means is they don't want to look older. They don't want to work 9 to 5, so they need something that gives them flexibility. And do you think that they want to be healthy so they can also spend more time with people they love? Of course. So this is why Jeunesse is exploding. It is the perfect storm. And the anti-aging industry is predicted to hit $1 trillion by 2025. Currently at about $300 billion. Guys, that is incredible growth. There are not any industries, in fact, that I know that are going to experience this type of growth within the next 10 years, which is incredible.
It's the one thing that might blow your mind if the other products didn't yet do that job. And this is Instantly Ageless. This is one of those products that, again, if you're watching from Dubai, you don't have it yet, but we will have it soon over there. But we have it in almost all the other markets around the world. This product will reduce fine lines, wrinkles, or any skin inequities within seconds. Watch for yourself.
What you want to do is twist off the top. You want to squirt out a very small amount. Flip the lid over and reseal it. So you can use this file 2 or 3 more times. Is tap a very, very thin layer. I'm just tapping a very thin layer on her skin, but you want to leave it about 10 or 15% damp on the skin. Do not rub it all the way in because the product works as it's drying, so you want it to allow it to do this.
Okay, I'm going to start a timer. I can't see the...
Hey, you haven't seen anything yet.
You can use Instantly Ageless before or after your makeup. First of all, you want to do all your preventative maintenance and all the good stuff first.
Guys, you have to look at the left side of your eye. It's like literally disappearing. Isn't that crazy? So this is what we call the miracle cream. With 2 minutes, it completely takes away every single wrinkle. It's an effect that lasts for 7 to 8 hours, but that is just going to blow your mind. And everybody of your customers, everybody of your distributors, everybody at your meetings. So this is the perfect network marketing product. Now keep in mind, if you don't have that product yet in your market, that Jeunesse built a $419 million business within 6 years without having Instantly Ageless. And because what happens, and I want to give you that, guys, everybody loves Instantly Ageless. Everybody talks about Instantly Ageless. But then when people actually have the product, what happens is they get used to it pretty fast and they all switch talking about serum, they all switch talking about reserve, because when we talk about youth enhancement system that is actually reversing your biological age and helping your cells, Instantly Ageless is not a part of that. It's an immediate product, it's an immediate effect product, which helps like totally to open up the mind of people, but then it is not really a product that will help you to stay younger. It'll help you look younger for a certain period of hours, but it's not one of those products that will like change your DNA, if that makes sense, right? So, okay, so you've seen the products now of Jeunesse. So those products are some of the hottest products out there in nutrition, in cosmetics, in stem cell research, TA65 and all that kind of things. I mean, I can just highly, highly recommend you to get on these products today. Don't wait another more day. Sign up with the person who invited you here. Buy those products either as a customer or sign up on a business kit and become one of our promoters. Use the products for wholesale and also share it with your friends so that you can build a business and so that others can enjoy the benefits of the product.